Sarah.
I'm Max.
We're going to talk about some movies that we have no idea what they're about.
Yeah. What are we doing exactly?
We're doing Fight Club.
Okay,
first.
Fight Club. What do we know about Fight Club based on what we've heard of it? What do we know?
Well, rule number 1 is you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. And we're talking about Fight Club.
Yeah, so we're already breaking the first rule, and also I believe the second rule, which is don't talk about Fight Club. Here's what I know about Fight Club, the movie, and not actually the Fight Club. So there's a guy, I'm going to be real with you, I don't know their names. One of them is played by Brad Pitt, I think. Am I right? I don't know who actors are.
I don't think it's Brad Pitt.
He's like a sexy man. Let me look this up.
Do you mean like the more like
the one that isn't real? Spoiler alert.
The one that's like fascist and not capitalist. It's like fascism versus capitalism, and they both lose.
Yeah, it's Brad Pitt.
It is? That's yes. Brad Pitt?
Well, one of them's Brad Pitt.
I would say that one is. I don't know people either.
Yeah, I knew it. Brad Pitt is one of the only male white actors that I know.
Solid. And the other one is Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. I also know Ewan McGregor because he was in Star Wars. I literally don't know any other prequel actor. I know the main 3 from the original ones.
So
I know
Solo?
Yeah, I know Carrie Fisher, rest in peace. And the other guys whose names I can't think of right now. But I know them.
Kind of know them.
I know them. I can look at a picture of them and be like, that's Luke Skywalker, even though he's really old now. I just know that it's Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, I mean, old or young, I identify actors with their characters. Either way. With one character, Jake Gyllenhaal will always be to me Donnie Darko.
You will always be Jack fucking Twist to me.
I mean, that's a good role too.
Yeah. Anyways, did you know that the only time that I saw Tom Cruise and knowingly it was oh, that's Tom Cruise, was I think yesterday. Well, I was what does Tom Cruise even look like?
Yesterday?
And I Googled it and I was Tom Cruise looks like that? I've heard about this man so much.
Yesterday
and I've just
on
been
Facebook, I did one of those OMG things. And it was what celebrities want to flirt with you? And I got Tom Holland and Tom Cruise.
I know who Tom Holland is.
Yeah, he's the new Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he looks like he has a frog in his mouth all the time.
That's actually that.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, I was I'm chill with that. Tom Cruise, I was Tom Cruise, you have a wife, my friend. And also, you're my mom's age.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't he old? So anyways, let's talk about Fight Club.
Fight Club,
let's break the rules. Talk about Fight Club. So there's a dude, and I think he's he has dissociative identity disorder or schizophrenia or one of those things.
Know who he is.
Well, it's more he has another. I don't think it's dissociative identity disorder because he interacts with the other personality, who I think is Brad Pitt.
So is it multi-personality disorder?
That's the same thing as dissociative identity disorder. That's just an older name, and it was confusing, so they changed it to dissociative identity disorder because you do technically have multiple personalities, but it's it switches, and it's it's a whole different.
But in Total Drama, they all interact with Mike. All his personalities interact.
Yeah, because it's a fucking cartoon, and they don't know shit about dissociative identity disorder. Think of more in the way of Danganronpa does it with Toko and Genocide Jack. They They can't communicate with each other.
Okay, got it.
That's not a nice representation of dissociative identity disorder, but it's a accurate one, at least.
I feel like in Fight Club it's more like in Donnie Darko, Frank and
yeah. So I think it's more of like a schizophrenia thing.
But it's weird because they're like the same person, right?
Yeah. So when Brad Pitt dude does things, it's like the other dude doing things, and like I know that they join a fight club, and that's all I know about it. And the fight club's like on the underground of like the back of a bar, and
I know they're like opposites basically. Like their general personas are like messy versus clean,
hotshot versus like I think he's kind of like
awkward,
timid, yeah,
all that stuff.
Yeah. That's all I know about Fight Club. Well, I also know that it's cool.
I've always been curious about, like, you know those posters where, like, Brad Pitt has the soap in his hand that says Fight Club?
Yeah.
I've always been curious about that. So I actually looked that up.
Uh-huh.
And I found out the reason it's soap, because that really confused me. I was like, soap? Fight Club? Do they, like, fight with bars of soap? Like, or, like...
That'd be really funny if they, like...
They have shower competitions.
Yeah. Yeah, and they, like, pelt each other with bars of soap. And, like, maybe they, like...
Fastest soap carver.
Yeah, maybe it was, like... they have a competition to see who can like bathe someone like they have this old man that they need to bathe, and like whoever bathes their old man the fastest wins, and that's their fight. I think that's good.
I think that I'd watch that.
I'd watch it too.
But I found out that soap is actually made of fat.
Yeah.
And it's stolen fat from a factory, which is weird.
What factory just makes fat? What?
I guess they like take fat from people. I think that's weird too. I was like, what is this factory, my friend? Why do they have just like bags? They're like giant toxic bags of fat.
Is it like from those surgeries where people get the fat out?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're giant bags of fat.
Lots of people are overweight in the U.S. Maybe a lot of people get liposuction. My mom got that.
Probably liposuction companies, factories. I don't know. But again, giant like. And it looked like it had, like, a symbol on it. Like, a symbol on these bags of fat. And I was like, toxic, ? And I guess they like, make these bars of soap out of this fat. And I guess they sell it. And I was like, are they selling toxic fat soap? And what is fat soap? Do we clean our bodies with our own fat? ?
I don't know. I want to look up what soap is made out of. Let me see what soap is made out of.
It's scented fat.
What is soap made of? Today, soaps are made from fats and oils that react with lye, sodium hydroxide. Solid fats, like coconut oil, palm oil, tallow, rendered beef fat, or lard, rendered pork fat, are used to form bars of soap that stay hard and resist dissolving in the water left in the dish soap.
Wait, so would we be like the lard?
Or tallow is...
So we'd be both beef and pork.
What it could be... I'm sure that
cows and pigs.
Yeah. I'm sure that it'd just be like a replacement thing. Like, I'm sure that they just use, like, beef and pork fat because it's, like, the easiest to get. Because, like, what you...
And also because it's not, like, cannibalistic, you know.
Yeah, so they wouldn't use human fat because that would be weird.
But, Fight Club, they don't care.
Yeah, they
do what they want.
Yeah.
Rule number 1, do not talk about Fight Club. Rule number 2, never talk about Fight Club.
Rule number 3, I think, is don't talk about the soap.
Maybe.
Rule number 3 is...
probably shouldn't do that.
Rule number 3 is soap. That's the entire rule, is soap. And
SOAP.
Yeah, and when you
all caps.
Yes. When you join the Fight Club and they're saying the rules, like they give you this sheet of like the rules so you can like paste it to the back of your like planner and like whatever.
And you're like, soap? ?
Yeah, and if you ask about the soap, then you get like brutally murdered by fist.
By like a fist, or is there some guy named Fist?
There's a guy named Fist, but he punches you to death.
Ah, okay.
He's actually a really nice guy. He doesn't like his job, but he needs the paycheck because he has 3 kids. They're triplet daughters, and he really needs to like pay for them to get them by. He's a single dad. His daughters' names are Pinky Finger, Ring Finger, and Thumb. Okay. They were originally there was 5 of them, but 2 of them tragically died along with his wife in childbirth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so did his wife give birth to a hand?
Her name was Hand.
Oh, okay. I feel like if he feels so bad, I feel like during these like deaths, I feel like they would be like in the middle of an arena, but he would be like crying. Like he would be sadder than the one dying, and the one dying would be like,
"It's okay,
just
man.
Get over it. It's
man.
Okay.
It's okay to cry, man. I understand. It's a hard thing to have to do.
But just let me die."
Yeah. Because like it really hurts real bad.
Yeah, like it hurts, okay, and I know I have to do it, or Brad Pitt is gonna do it for you.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's gonna like tear you apart with his teeth because he's like fucking feral.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So, is that it for Fight Club?
I don't know anything else about Fight Club.
Yeah, that's all I know.
I also know that it doesn't take place in an arena, like you said. It takes place in like a
No, but I
basement.
think it should. I think there should be like an arena in the basement.
Okay, but
I think the deaths should take place in an arena in the basement thing. Is that like
that'd be really hard.
A basement quote?
Yeah,
like,
it'd be it's like a basement, but it's like.
I mean, I thought it was just like the underground.
That's a basement. It was probably like meant to be a basement, and then like they didn't actually do it. It might be like a wine cellar or something like that. You know, like there's a wine cellar on like the side, and they got like the barrels of like grapes and fermenting. And
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Why don't
that'd
they
be cool
just
to like
sell
use
wine?
that as well, they. I don't know if does the bar sell the soap? I don't understand.
I think the whole club sells the soap, and like that's the whole thing. Is that like they're fascist, but like
wait. What does fascism have to do with soap?
Like they sell stuff, right? But they're against capitalism. The whole 2 sides of the same coin thing.
You're gonna have to explain that more.
Well, capitalism is against fascism, and fascism is against capitalism, and they're like opposites, but at the same time
they're the same thing.
They're like the same idea, and
yeah,
they're both done for, man.
They're both oppressing, and
yeah.
Well, fascism's main focus is basically oppression. Capitalism does it accidentally.
Yeah.
Well, probably not accidentally, but it does it more secretly. Fascism is like, yeah, fuck these people in particular.
Yeah.
Well, and capitalism is like, yeah, I agree. But not secretly.
Really.
but secretly.
Low key.
Yeah. I fuck with the system so that these people can't get by, but it's like you don't know. Unless you actually like take a look at the system, and then you're like,
yeah.
Huh.
That's
weird.
Like Fight Club does. Ooh.
I don't know what that was about.
That's just me being like, ooh. Okay. It's a random body reflex, I guess.
Body reflex. Okay. What else are we talking about?
You had a movie.
Did I have a movie?
I was telling you how it sounded like hiding.
Oh, Jennifer's Body.
Yeah.
So Jennifer's Body is a movie about Megan Fox, whose name is Jennifer.
Okay.
That's her character's name. So Megan Fox, sexy Megan Fox. I love Megan Fox. Megan Fox, if you're out there.
Isn't the other one...
it's Amanda Seyfried. She was in Mean Girls and also Mamma Mia and also Les Mis.
Mean Girls play?
No, she wasn't in the... I wish she was in the Mean Girls play. That'd be so... Because she does singing stuff. She was in Les Mis. She was in Mamma Mia, both of them. I don't know why they couldn't just be like, hey, Amanda, you want to... I guess because she's not like a Broadway person. She does musicals, but like movie musicals. So I guess it's different.
Solid, I guess.
Yeah, but anyways, Amanda Seyfried is the main character. I don't remember what her actual name is, but they call her Needy. Is that her real name, or is that a nickname? I don't remember.
I would love for that to be like a real name. I would love that. I would appreciate that some pair of parents was like,
I'm gonna name my kid Needy.
Yeah. Like, this bitch is gonna, like, this bitch is so, I already know it.
She's already crying for milk and warmth.
Like,
Needy.
It's probably, like, teenage parents. But that's, like, 100% not ready. And they're just like, ugh, this bitch needs, so needy. That's her, you know what? That's her name. I'm not gonna take the effort to even think of another name.
Yeah, okay. So, anyways, Needy and Jennifer are friends, and Jennifer is, like, super popular, super hot, and Needy's kind of, like, nerdy, but I think they were friends since they were, like, kids and stuff.
Needy.
Yeah, nerdy needy. They were friends since they were kids and stuff, so, like, Jennifer and her are, like, still friends despite, like, obviously, like, in movies like that, it'd be like, oh, Jennifer's popular, and Needy has no friends.
Wait. So, like, what kind of movie is this? Is this, like, a horror movie?
It's not exactly horror, but it's, like, kind of horror.
Because there's a couple ways I can see this going. In Jennifer's Body, one way is, like, Jennifer's Body. Like, she's like, popular and, like, a slut and all that, and, like, it's all about her, but only because of her body. And and she doesn't know that. And Needy's like too awkward to say anything. And
Jennifer's like, wow, I can't believe all these people really like me. And Needy's like, yeah, you tell the funniest jokes, Jen.
Or if it's like more horror, then like Jennifer's Body, she's dead. She's straight up dead, and Needy is trying so hard to hide Jennifer's body, but she can't. Jennifer's body just keeps coming out and haunting her. Jennifer's body haunts her, and because it's so sexy, and she's just so powerful with her sexiness, even dead. Even when she's dead.
She's just so sexy, I don't want to bury her.
And it haunts her.
So every night she lies awake thinking about Jennifer's body and how goddamn sexy Megan Fox is. Which is also what I do every night.
Every night?
Every night I think about how goddamn sexy Megan Fox is.
Just like I think about how goddamn sexy.
So Jennifer's Body is actually not about either of those things. It's kind of, have you ever seen or heard of the movie? This was like an older, I don't know when it was made, but it's a slightly older film, Ginger Snaps.
No.
Okay, well, it's kind of, anyone listening knows about that movie. It's kind of like that, where like
Ginger
a demon
Snaps?
or Ginger Snaps. So
okay, it's like
it's a play on
cookies.
No. It's a play on words.
It's a grandma that, like, is secretly a demon. It's like Red Riding Hood. It's like Red Riding Hood, but, like, with the nerdy girl, and she's actually a demon.
No. So Ginger Snaps is a play on words, because there's Ginger Snaps, the cookies, and Ginger, the main character, snaps and starts to kill people. But she is inhabited by a demon or something like that, which is similar to how Jennifer's body goes. A demon or something takes over Jennifer, and she starts, like, when she would sleep with boys, she'd kill them, and the movie is about Needy stopping her and also going crazy because of this.
So I was half right. It is about her body and the attraction to her body.
Yes. She is very sexy, and there is a makeout scene between Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried, which is amazing.
Yeah, go watch that scene.
Yeah, only if you're a girl who's into girls.
Excuse me? Do not...
I don't want men watching that.
If you're a girl who's not into girls, you're free to watch that too.
Okay, fine. And if you're a gay guy, then fine. But if you like...
don't be perverted is what she's saying.
Yeah, don't be fucking weird. Yes, it's sexy, but it's not for you.
Okay.
It's for me.
Jeez.
Me specifically. My name is Max and I am an angry lesbian.
That makes me think of that song.
Yeah. I'll take an angry lesbian with a loaded gun. A whore with syphilis and gonorrhea too. Darling, I love you. Okay, anyways.
That was Darling, I Love You
by Andrew Jackson Jihad.
Or AJJ.
AJJ.
Yeah.
AJJ.
Yeah.
AJJ. Okay.
Go check that out. I was listening to it because I wanted to put it on our playlist for WMWM Salem 91.7 Nightmares on Loring Ave.
This podcast is sponsored by WMWM Salem. Just kidding. We don't have any sponsors.
We have no sponsors. But we do have a run show on it. It's called Nightmares on Loring Ave because we ourselves are nightmares.
Yeah. Okay.
But
what were you saying?
I wanted to put it on. I think I sent you the playlist. I wanted to put it on that playlist, but I heard multiple, like, slurs that I was, like, iffy about. They weren't straight up swears, but I was, like, iffy about them.
Like the R word.
Yeah. And the C word.
Oh, cunt.
Yeah.
You can say cunt. You can say it. You can probably say the R word too. I wouldn't say it, but you might be able to.
Why? What? Why?
I'm joking, Sarah.
Why can't you say it?
Because I don't have a big learning disability or autism or anything. I have ADHD, but I don't know if that's a thing I don't think so.
I feel like ADHD and epilepsy.
That's not epilepsy wasn't what I was talking about, Sarah. It's okay.
Oh.
I was just joking around, Sarah. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay.
So yeah.
Have you seen anything about Shadowhunters?
No.
Okay, what do you think it's about? Just by, like, the name.
Jesus.
Also, there's a book series.
Are they like YA novels?
Yeah.
Alright, so I was gonna come up with something cool, but I'll come up with something that's YA novel. So there's a group of people, they're called Shadowhunters, and it's a dystopian world, because of course it is. Either that or they're, like, in the normal world, but, like, it's secret. Kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, where it's just, like, kind of like a normal, like world, but, like, in the shadows of this world, they, like, fight vampires or something like that. They fight, like, some kind of monsters, and they do cool things. Something like that.
Excuse me, but vampires are in the underworld, okay? They're the shadow world. They fight demons, okay? Excuse me?
You sound like a fucking 13-year-old girl.
I'm just saying that there's a difference.
There's a difference to this extremely used plot point, but with different monsters in different worlds.
Well, like, if you're a shadow hunter, for the most part, you're a big hotshot, okay?
Wow.
In this world, you're a big hotshot if you're a shadow hunter. If you're a werewolf, a vampire, a fairy, whatever, yeah. No one treats you that
So it's
great.
racism?
A little bit, yeah. And then, like, this girl who never knew that she was a shadow hunter.
Oh, of course. I never knew that I was a shadow hunter until one day some hot guy with his shirt off came and told me that I was a shadow hunter.
Well, no. It was, I mean...
Was it her grandmother?
It was her mom.
Oh, okay.
Who was dying.
Oh my god. You're fucking kidding me. My mom was on her deathbed. She told me that actually we're shadow hunters, and like the best shadow hunter family ever.
She was told that she was the daughter of the villain of the story.
That's actually kind of interesting. But
and this other guy who I'm not gonna name.
Why?
Because he has multiple names in the story because they keep confusing his family. He's adopted, but like he has a birth father. Like his name changes from like Herondale to Lightwood to Frey to like it changes like 5 times.
What the
fuck? And like the main girl at one point they date and they think that they're siblings. They're not, by the way.
Jesus.
They're not, by the way. They're not. Just so you know. And they're like, oh crap, let's not.
Yeah.
And then they find out they're not, and they're like, oh, let's do this again.
Oh my god.
But the part that I live for, the reason that I watch this like show every week, I think it's a better book than a movie.
Of course.
And yeah, of course. It has more stuff in it. And I think it's portrayed, like, the characters are portrayed better in the show. Because it is. It's like a TV movie.
Yeah.
But in the show, there's this gay couple. There's a warlock and a shadow hunter. Ooh, both things are bad. A warlock and a shadow hunter, that's an underling, and a shadow hunter together. That's horrible.
So it's like interracial.
And also,
it's like an allegory for interracial couples as well.
I mean, I guess, yeah. And like also, they're gay, so that's bad too.
Uh-huh.
But for me and multiple other fans, their names are Magnus and Alec. Malik. It's the reason that we watch.
I love straight women. I love gay ships.
That's me.
You shouldn't be proud of that. I know you're supportive, but there are a lot of girls who like gay ships and are super gross about it.
I'm not super gross about it.
I know, I trust you.
Yeah.
You're good and supportive, but there are straight women who go, ooh, I love gay men, and then they see a lesbian and they get the shotgun.
I love you though, Max.
I know. Yeah. That's why I trust you. It's just not a good
society.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of I think that's what, like, all three of these movies, for the most part, are saying. Society bad.
Yeah. Lots of YA novels are like that. Like, I think The Hunger Games does a pretty good job at it with society bad.
Yeah.
But then again, that's, like, one of the only one of those ones that I actually read. So I guess I'm kind of biased because I actually know about that one, but...
Have you read Aragon?
Nope.
Okay. There's this thing upstairs. It's like March Madness book version. It was Aragon versus the Mortal Instruments was one of the branches, and Aragon won and pissed me off.
Is that one about dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah. I read Warrior Cats. I read the entire first series of Warrior Cats. I was obsessed with Warrior Cats. Used to watch, like, Warrior Cat AMVs. I loved Warrior Cats.
Nice. I don't know what that is.
You don't know about that?
No.
It's getting a movie soon, which I think is really weird.
See, Warrior Cats and me sounds like a bunch of cats with swords.
No, it's even simpler than that. They're just, like, cats that live in societies in the woods, and they're just, like, regular-ass cats, but, like, of course, because, like, okay, they're not, like, regular-ass cats, because there's a whole spiritual thing that goes on with it. No, they just have, like, a god. Well, not really a god. They have, like, a religion of sorts. There's no, like, particular god. There's just Star Clan. So there's, like, different clans. There's Thunder Clan, which is the main clan that you usually get to be a part of, and that stuff. Then there's River Clan, Wind Clan, and Shadow Clan. And then there's Star Clan, which is, like, when a cat dies, they go to Star Clan. So it's, like, an afterlife. And Star Clan and, like, the ancestors who were clan leaders of your particular clan. When a clan leader dies or retires, a new clan leader, their deputy, was appointed, and they go to this place where you meet Star Clan, and they give you 9 lives. So literal 9 lives. So you can die 9 different times as a leader.
Okay, then.
Yeah. So the past leaders are like, congratulations on being a leader. They tap their nose on you. It's ceremony, but you're all by yourself, and then you go back, and now you have 9 lives.
Solid.
It's a really cool, expansive world, but, you know, they're just like freaking cats. They fight each other over, like, territory shit. I really want to see what they do with the movie, because they've announced that they're making a movie, but they haven't announced how they're doing it. So I don't know if it's going to be, like...
cartoon.
Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be, like, cartoon or, like an animation, like a Disney Pixar animation. Maybe, just maybe, someone will be like, hey, 2D animation for the nostalgia for old fans who used to watch those fan animations. But they won't do that. Because no one does that anymore. I think it's really cool how nobody does 2D animation in theater movies. It's really good. Anyways, so they could do, like, a 3D animation one, or they could do, like, the new, like, live action, in quotes, like a Lion King and Jungle Book kind of style, or they could just have, like, regular ass cats and, like, do that thing like the Shaggy Dog, where they just kind of, like, make them look like they're kind of CGI, but shitty CGI.
Yeah. I was trying to think of the Shaggy Dog, and I was like, what's that movie again?
It's about Tim Allen.
Yeah, no, I remember.
Turning into a dog.
It's a very forgettable movie, though.
It really is, because it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I only remember its existence because I watched someone do an analysis of animal, like talking dog movies and their implications on society, which was really interesting. The thumbnail was of Beverly Hills Chihuahua, and then, like, a caption, like, on it that says, "This is serious, please don't screen cap this," and post it.
Wait, what other movies do we got? You haven't seen Velvet Buzzsaw, right?
No.
Okay. What do you think Velvet Buzzsaw is about?
I have no fucking idea. That could be fucking anything. It sounds like a Velvet Buzzsaw. It sounds like that'd be the name of like a club or something, and it's about the club.
That does sound like a cool club name.
Yeah, like a burlesque kind of.
So it's like, you think it's like burlesque?
I don't know.
I like that movie. Just so you know. There's no singing in it. Just so you know.
Oh, that's dumb. I have no idea what it is. What is it?
Velvet Buzzsaw is the name of a band that this person tattooed on their
shoulder.
Yeah, on like the back of their shoulder. And the name only like appears once at the end for like 2 seconds.
Credits.
Yeah, for like two seconds. Otherwise, like, it has nothing to do with what the movie's about. Don't you love those movies?
Yeah, I love that. What is it about?
So it's about this dude died. Okay.
Cool.
He's an artist, and he died. And he was like, he put blood in his paintings.
Okay.
That's relevant for some reason. They kind of just say it. And they don't really go back to it. But anyway, he died, and he was like, please throw everything of mine away. Okay, don't you dare touch that shit.
Okay.
Instead, one of his neighbors saw that he was an artist and took everything.
Oh, cool.
And
nice guy.
It was the girl.
nice girl.
But she works at like art museum, like high class art museum. They make a joke about the fashion style Rococo. That was a period, and someone's named Coco. And this and one of the like prissy whatever people goes like, and she's just like a secretary. She's like, "Hey, Rococo." Well, they don't say it like that, but they say it more prissy. But they're like, "Excuse me, Rococo." And she's just like, "My name's Coco." It's like, whatever, Rococo. I thought that was funny. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
It's a fashion period, I swear.
Okay. And no, I believe you. It just wasn't that funny.
I thought it was funny. Anyway.
Go on.
So they start selling this stuff, and they get real greedy and shit, and they start selling it for more and more, and as soon as they get like too greedy, pieces of like different artists' pieces kill these people off one by one as soon as they get greedy, and like it like even gets down to that tattoo. Like, that's a piece of art too. She dies by tattoo. So moral of the story is, never get a tattoo of a saw, 'cause it'll kill you.
Gonna be real, I didn't follow any of that. So, like...
It has Jake Gyllenhaal in it.
Oh, cool. I like him.
Should watch it. He's like the big dude in this one. Like, it's like the big fancy high class dude in this one. Respected. He's
Yeah, okay. I don't...
He's also a total hotshot.
I think that Jake Gyllenhaal is better as a scruffy little guy who's down on his luck.
I mean, I think he's just great in a lot of roles.
I like him.
I like him as well.
Can we make this podcast about Jake Gyllenhaal only?
Well, what other Jake Gyllenhaal movies? I've never seen Nightcrawler.
I don't know what that is.
It's a Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
Oh, cool.
That's all I know about it.
It sounds like it's about, like, spiders.
Jake
Gyllenhaal is a giant spider. Kind of like the spider from Harry Potter, but instead of, like...
Wait, is he, like, in a spider costume? Like, how does this work for him?
No, his face is, like, the spider face.
Interesting. Okay.
Have you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Like the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you remember that episode where Aang talks to like a giant spider, and like it steals people's faces if they like make an expression.
Like, I gotta be honest, wasn't a huge Avatar fan.
Okay, well, there's a giant spider. I don't remember his name. I think it's like a later episode, and Aang has to talk to it for whatever fucking reason, but he's not allowed to like show an expression, so he can't be sad or scared or happy or anything like that, or else the spider will steal his face. So I'm imagining kind of like that. Like it's just Jake Gyllenhaal's face, not like anyone else. It doesn't steal faces. It just looks like that spider with the person's face on it, but it's just Jake Gyllenhaal's face the whole time, because that's just his face.
Are they like a bunch of Jake Gyllenhaals? Are there like a bunch of them?
No, it's just one Jake Gyllenhaal. That's just his face. I was just saying that thing is what it would look like.
Okay, so it's just one spider.
It's just one giant spider and one Jake Gyllenhaal face, which is his face.
Okay, but like, is there anyone else?
I don't know. Maybe like would be a good like lead actress.
Megan Fox.
Okay, Megan Fox. So Megan Fox is like a Lara Croft, like, you know, like Cave Adventure and stuff like that. Tomb Raider.
Okay. Wait, Tomb Raider or Terminator?
Tomb Raider. Lara Croft is Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Character, but she's not actually Lara Croft. I was just saying that is like what she does.
Okay.
I for some reason I could think of her name, but not the name of the video game. So anyway, Megan Fox is like a Tomb Raider. She's like an adventurer and stuff, and she finds this giant cave, and she gets trapped in it, and she discovers the Jake Gyllenhaal spider. I need to think of a good pun. Jake jarachnid. Jarachnid Gyllenhaal. Jarachnid Gyllenhaal, that's his name in the movie.
Spelled J-A...
Arachnid. It's just arachnid with a J at the beginning.
Yeah.
Jarachnid. So Megan Fox finds Jarachnid Gyllenhaal in this big cave. And at first they don't really like each other, and they're kind of like, you know, like they argue and stuff, but then later on they become like buddies, you know. They kind of have to be, because they're both trying to get out of the cave, because Jarachnid needs to get back to his kids, who are human, like puppy-sized spiders, because he's like a ginormous spider, so his kids are like puppy-sized spiders. And who's a good child actor? Millie Bobby Brown. It's all Millie Bobby Brown's face on all of the children. So Millie Bobby Brown is all of his children, and he needs to get back to, what's a good pun for? No, it's too much. There's just all Millie Bobby Brown. That's all of their names. Millie Bobby Brown 1, Millie Bobby Brown 2. There's like 30 of them. And so he has, because they're in like a different cave, he's just trying to find food in this cave. So him and Megan Fox have to be friends, you know, and like work together to try and get out of this cave together. And it becomes like kind of like a buddy cop movie, you know what I mean? They're like reluctant friends, but then they become like real good buddies and stuff as they...
It's almost like buddy cop, like pet movie, like, because it's an animal.
He's like basically a person, but he's just like a giant spider. I guess you can say it's kind of like a pet movie, because like he can do things that like humans can't.
Wait, so is he like Spider-Man, or is he a giant spider?
He's a giant fucking spider. He's just basically a human, not like in the way that he looks, but like in the way that he acts. He doesn't have like the big spider tendencies other than kill animal to get food. But honestly, that's like a basic human thing as well. So
like, is he always on his hind legs?
No, he walks like a giant spider. He just acts like a human, Sarah. He acts like a human, and he has a fucking human face.
Okay, well, I mean, if he acts 100% like a human, then I would expect him to be on his hind legs.
No, he just walks like a fucking spider. Anyways, yeah, they find a way out together, you know, they have to face, like, different kinds of obstacles in their way to get out of the cave, and they become, like, best friends, and then Jarachnid makes Megan Fox the godmother of all 30 of his Millie Bobby Brown kids.
That sounds like a great movie. I really doubt that's what it is, but...
I think it is.
Maybe...
And also, Megan Fox is a lesbian in the movie, and Jake Gyllenhaal is a gay man. And
so they're best friends.
Yeah, they're solidarity.
Yeah.
At first, they're both like, when they start becoming friends, they're like, oh, I hope that the other one doesn't like think that I'm into them. And then like one of them is like, I'm gay, and the other one's like, oh my god, me too.
Okay.
And then they're like, oh my god, we're best friends.
Okay. I don't think that's what it's about, but it sounds cool.
I think it's what it's about.
I was thinking it was more like purge-like.
Explain your idea to me.
Well, like, do you know what the purge is?
I know what the purge is.
Well, I think it's like that.
Okay, well, I like went really into mine.
Well, I think it's like really like the purge, except like he gets caught outside and he's like, oh crap, and he probably dies.
Okay. Yours isn't very interesting. That's just like every Purge movie ever.
Yeah. That's kind of what I think it is.
Uh-huh. The Purge is kind of fucked up.
It is. It's for real, though. It's another society movie.
Yeah. It makes me think of something from Danganronpa V3, but I can't tell you because it's the ending.
I'm in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But
if you know about the ending of Danganronpa V3, you can assume the connection I'm making. Anyways.
Purge, man.
The Purge is kind of fucked up. Like...
Would you purge?
No. No. See, I don't think that this would be a thing. I get the idea of it. Obviously, it's not supposed to be realistic. That's never a thing that they'd, like, legally let happen. But I don't think that during the Purge, there's gonna be, like, so much death. Because regular people don't want to, like, it's not like most people don't kill because it's illegal. I think most people don't kill because they don't want to fucking kill anyone. There's gonna be a significant amount of people that will kill people, but I don't think that they just be killing random people, because a lot of times when people resort to killing someone,
they don't care about the law. If they if killers want to kill, they're gonna kill.
But also, people who do kill or do stop themselves from killing because of the law, they're not just stopping themselves from, like, the innate, like, want to, like, kill someone, just a random person. They want to kill someone, like, a specific someone for a specific reason. It's not just killing random people because you see them on the street, so you're gonna kill them now. That's unrealistic. People target specific people to kill them unless you're, like, psychotic and stuff like that. And there are other reasons, like some people will kill certain people, certain kinds of people, like some people may be racist and want to kill people of color, or be sexist and want to kill women, or want to kill gay people, like that kind of stuff. But like otherwise, mostly I don't think it's like a generalized thing. I feel like most people, if they're going to kill someone, they're going to kill a specific someone.
I feel like because of that, I would probably mask myself, like they do in the Purge. But I feel like I would purge. I feel like I would.
Yeah, I feel like murder wouldn't be the big thing if the Purge was a real thing. I feel like it'd be robbing.
Yeah, like stealing stuff.
Yeah, most people probably wouldn't resort to killing. They just steal shit.
I would probably do the same.
I wouldn't. It's too risky.
That's why you disguise yourself, and that's why you...
Well,
that's what, like, the weapons are for.
Yeah, but I don't... I don't want to fight anyone.
Take a bat with barbed wire around it.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no,
I don't know where you get that barbed wire, but do that.
I'm sure they have like specific purge stores.
Yeah.
Like a spirit of Halloween, when it's like around the time of like the purge, they just like pop up in like random vacant stores and like sell purge merchandise. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
I would if they don't have the purge store, then let's do that. Let's make a business together, man. Let's make the purge store.
That's a good idea. We should make the purge store.
I think we would have to buy the copyrights off the purge, though, the movie.
Oh, you're talking in real life? No.
Well, wouldn't you have
thank
to?
You.
No. But, like, if that were a thing, wouldn't you have to? Like, wouldn't that store have
Yes.
to?
Yeah, because you'd have to pay for the rights to sell purge things.
Yeah.
But if we were in the purge world is what I thought you were talking about, and we make a purge store for...
Yeah, no, I was, but I'm saying in the real world, we would have to.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway.
The purge is fucked up. I think it's stupid, too. Like, I really just think it's, like...
Yeah, and...
It's not how it would happen.
I feel like... Well, maybe, like, in Nightcrawler, maybe it's, like, how it really would happen.
Maybe. Although I think The Purge is stupid, it does make for, like, a good movie. Like, I feel like if it was, like, The Purge, but, like, realistically, then it wouldn't be interesting. It wouldn't be a good movie. So, like, obviously, it's probably... Like, a lot of things, like, people have ideas for and they're not realistic, and everyone's like, it's not realistic, this movie's so dumb. But the reason that they make it unrealistic is because the realistic idea is fucking boring and wouldn't make a good movie. I've never seen the Purge movies, they're not really for me, but I think I've heard people saying that they're generally good.
First.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that,
I'm suck.
Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
Speaking of boring and very general, do you want to talk about Emo, the musical?
I don't want to, but I guess. So Emo, the musical is a movie that my younger brother Jack has been urging me to watch with him.
And before she even told me about this, I found it on Netflix, and I was like, hey, this is on Netflix. I think I'll watch it.
Yeah, she was like, I just found this movie on Netflix called Emo the Musical, and I just had, like, sudden flashbacks to Jack annoying me, saying, can we watch Emo the Musical? Can we watch Emo the Musical? Can we watch Emo the Musical? Can we watch Emo the Musical over and over again?
So I haven't seen the whole movie. I started to watch it. It was very boring. I couldn't get through it.
Yeah. So here's what I know about Emo the Musical. Jesus was an emo. That's what I know about Emo the Musical.
Yeah, because I told you that.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's, like, this overly, like, holy, like religious part in it. There's, like, this religious group. I don't even think it's a religious school that he goes to. It's just, like, everyone's religious there.
Uh-huh.
Except for the emos. And, like, the emos are, like, hell,
Satan.
Yeah. And then the religious people are like, fuck the emos, love Jesus. And then this girl is suddenly having a crush on an emo, and she's like, wait a second, I think Jesus was an emo. So there's that. And the opening part, he's like the main emo, he's like, I forget the exact line, but he's like, I drew on cuts on my wrist because I'm an emo, and that's what emos do. But
that's not, I don't like that.
But, and also because my mom didn't let me get razor blades. And I
don't like that. That's not a good joke.
And I don't think it was a joke, man.
This sounds like they were making fun of it, though.
They were 100% making fun of emos, but yeah. I feel I was like,
they were definitely making fun of that.
Yeah, I was cringing for so many reasons. Yeah,
it's called Emo the Musical. Like, what? This automatic cringe.
He was playing acoustic at one point, and the emos were like, "What the fuck are you doing playing acoustic guitar? We don't play acoustic, play the real emo shit." He was like, "Okay, fine." And he's I guess a fake emo.
Okay.
'Cause he pretended to hang himself. He pretended. This is the thing.
Like in Heathers.
His whole thing is his whole backstory. The reason the emos like accepted him was because he hung himself. But like someone stopped him. And that's like the reason that he's emo. And like someone from the like religious people finds out that he's a fake emo, like posts it all over, and like the big emo jock person, he's not a jock, he's just like emo dude, and like the big and like yeah, big deal.
Okay.
He goes, "We don't deal with fake emos."
Okay.
"You're fake. I can't believe you. This is gonna destroy our cred as an emo band." And
okay.
And after that, I couldn't watch it anymore.
I don't like this movie.
I didn't like it either.
I think. Have you ever?
I thought it was insulting.
I have a question. Have you ever read the Harry Potter fan fiction My Immortal?
I have.
Yes. I think that they should have made Emo the Musical in the style of My Immortal. So it's like ridiculous, like emo shit, 100%. Like, well, I mean, there is a debate on if My Immortal is like genuine or like someone made it as a joke. I'm kind of like on the fence about it, because on one hand, like, it could very well be like very genuine, but on the other hand, it's like so ridiculously hilarious that there is no way that was not on purpose. They should have like gotten, because that I think My Immortal just kind of like, if I may say this, immortalizes emo culture back then. Just like everything about My Immortal is emo culture, like emo scene culture, you know what I mean? And if Emo the Musical, I feel like Emo the Musical was not written by anyone who knows emo culture. Yeah, they probably are just like.
That's why I was insulted by it. I was like,
yeah, even if it's still like about making fun of it, it'd feel better making fun of it if it was made by someone who used to be emo and like grew out of that phase and is like jokingly like making fun of it and stuff like that, because that's like, that would be funny because they know their stuff, and I feel like it wouldn't be mean because essentially they're just making fun of children who have like mental issues most of the time, especially with like the whole cutting thing and the hanging stuff. That's not really something that you joke about.
Yeah, the thing that they joked, like the way that they joked, it was like he couldn't do it, so he's fake.
Yeah,
but he couldn't do it, so he's not dead.
Yeah. it's like, I don't think emo people really
like do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like that.
No, not at all.
Not the same.
It's kind of stupid. I feel like they should make My Immortal a movie, but obviously they can't because no one knows who the actual writer of My Immortal is.
I would love to see that movie though.
Yeah. Someone made a web series of My Immortal, but like obviously they couldn't do the exact story of My Immortal, so they did like something similar to it. They had like Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way is the main character still, and she still calls Harry vampire and stuff like that. Essentially, it was something completely different. I still think it was funny from, like, some of it that I saw, and I think they had, like, Endgame was, like, Ebony and Hermione, which I liked, but it wasn't the same, you know?
Yeah, nah.
I feel like, you know what would be really funny? If they did, like, My Immortal, but they made it, like, as high production as a Harry Potter movie.
I would love
that. I think that, like, high production with an absolutely, like, purposefully ridiculous, like, plot and dialogue is just so fucking funny to me, like, the idea of it. It's kind of like the opposite of, have you ever seen Hoodwinked?
Yes.
So it's kind of the opposite of that, where it looks absolutely abysmal, but it's fucking hilarious. The plot is, like, ridiculous and stuff, but I think they were aware of that, and they, like, made it fucking hilarious.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of like it would be in the same vein as that, so I think people would really find it funny. Just, like, high production movie with, like, a huge, like, budget, and everything looks absolutely beautiful, and then, like, you have, like, the main character's name is Ebony, Darkness, Dementia, Raven Way, and she's like,
I can see it now,
and she calls Harry Potter vampire. It's so funny. You know what I thought was I really liked about, now we're just, like, talking about My Immortal, but whatever. You know what I thought was really funny about My Immortal is that so My Immortal was written before, like, the reveal that, like, Harry is the last, whatever the fuck it's called, you know what I mean? Like, it's a Horcrux. Those things. So, before it was revealed that Harry was, like, I think that, like, came up in, like, the last book or whatever, and she fucking predicted that was a thing. She, like, in the story, Last Horcrux was Harry. She predicted the end of Harry Potter, basically. At least I think, if I'm remembering correctly.
I don't remember.
I don't either, but I think that I'm pretty sure that that's what it was. I love My Immortal. Author of My Immortal, if you're listening, please
reveal yourself and make a move.
Send me a message on my Tumblr, clownpit.tumblr.com.
We're just out there with all the ads.
I won't tell anyone. I just want to know.
Ooh,
there was someone who claimed that they were the author of My Immortal, but that got debunked. It was like a year ago or something.
Okay, my mom came up with, like, a bunch of movies for us to talk about, and a couple of them I was like, what now? What? Is she the one that was, like, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Let's talk about that.
What is it?
I have no idea.
No, say the name again.
Butch Cassidy.
Butch. It's about lesbians.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. So I think it's a dude named Butch Cassidy. And I think it's like, what's that book by Mark Twain where this kid meets a dude and they, like,
you think adventure. That I know books? You're like, is that like Tom Sawyer? I don't know.
Tom Sawyer, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's I think it sounds like that, where, like, Butch Cassidy, except, like, reverse, because it's like Butch Cassidy is big dude, because it sounds like big dude name, Butch Cassidy. And I mean the kid has the name Kid, so
yeah. Any dances.
Yeah.
In the sun.
Yeah. And, like, Butch Cassidy, like, meets this, like, kid that's, like, kind of, like, lost and, like, wandering around and
he
stuff.
He lives in LA, and he's an aspiring dancer.
Yeah, but he's, like, lost. He doesn't have a family.
Yeah. He's like an orphan, and he does like street performances of his dancing so that he can get money to buy food. And they call him the Sundance Kid because
they don't know his real name.
Yeah, he doesn't even know his real name.
For real.
Like Butch asks him like, "What's your name, kid?"
And they call me the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, and he's like, "No, what's really your name?" And he's like, "I'm gonna be real with you. I have no idea."
And Butch is just like, okay.
Yeah, and he takes the Sundance Kid to his home, and it's kind of like Annie, you know, where it's Butch Cassidy is like this real rich dude.
Okay.
And he becomes.
I was thinking like a gruff dude, like
he's still gruff. He's just rich.
Okay.
He's like he has like a heart of gold. He like looks like a mean, scary man, but like he's really like sweet, nice. Deep down. But he can still like punch you to death, like fist.
I believe that.
So
it's an appropriate name, I think.
He becomes the Sundance Kid's like manager, and they like try to get him famous, and they just like go on wacky adventures, like trying to like get him famous and stuff. You know, that's why I think the movie's about.
You're just trying to get him like on Broadway.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good movie.
It does.
I like it. I think we just saw a bunch of really good movies.
I think we did. My favorite was the one about Jarachnid and Megan Fox and the Millie Bobby Brown Spider Kids. The 30 Millie Bobby Browns. They're all identical. They all speak in unison. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. And Megan Fox is all of their godmother.
That's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
I really like, I was gonna say I really like my version of Jennifer's Body.
Uh-huh. That was pretty good.
Yeah. It was decent. I think it was like horror-esque, but like it was like funny. Haha.
Yeah. I liked it. Thank you for listening to our podcast. So I think we should make it about a lot of movies and not just movies that we haven't seen.
Okay. I mean, I think we